with some good surf.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the movie.
John Wick. Left. Right in front of you. Keanu right here.
And right next to her. Hallie, gorgeous Hallie. Dynamite Hallie. Gorgeous. Hallie, gorgeous Hallie. Hallie, those eyes here. Everybody here for Lionsgate. Everybody here for Lionsgate. Roll guys, straight ahead, please. Bring the cash down. Bring it down.
Just the glass here, left here.
Right here. Sit down. To the customer. Right here? Supposed to be this way? Right here? One more?
Was it a yes or no? Can I get the trophy?
I know that the director, Chad Stahelski, was really drawn to the architecture and to the different, and the architecture and the texture of the city of Manhattan, Brooklyn, Long Island, just the variety, the history, the shapes, and in a way, I think you can believe that there is a Continental in New York City. You know? It felt like an organic thing, like this might actually be real. Absolutely. Yeah, it brings back some memories. We had you can't see it, but all over there was a huge gun scene, battle. Yeah, I mean, it's a spectacular space. So what do we have? We have Angelica Houston as the director, a place that John Wick comes from. So when we learn a little bit about his past. We have Asia Kate Dillon, who works for the High Table as the adjudicator. We have Halle Berry as a character named Sophia in Morocco, who I have her marker, and I ask her for some help, and she has to help me. She has two dogs that get involved in the action. Jerome Flynn is playing someone from the High Table named Barada. We have Bo Bon, the basketball player, is playing Ernest, and it was fantastic. We have Mark Dacascos, who's playing Zero, an assassin hired by the High Table. Who else do we got? Angelica, Jason Mantzoukas is playing her all. Lawrence Fishburne's back, Ian McShane's back. Saeed Taghmoui, you know, is playing the Elder. There's you know, we wanted to really expand the world of the High Table. John Wick action. new characters, opening up the world, some of John Wick's past, and some humor. So there's like the intensity, the humor. It's a beautiful film. The cinematography, Dan Laustsen. So it's a ride. It's John Wick.
I'm really excited. This is the hotel where it all happens, like right in here. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm really excited. I think the fans that love the series are going to love this even more. And the ones who maybe aren't aware, I think will be introduced in a really big way. They just better hold on to their seats because it's going to be a ride of their life. Once it starts, you can't look away.
It's the best looking city at night you could ever have. You know, when we film it at night, slick down streets, looks great. What else? It's a city everybody wants to come and live in, I guess, apart from London. Too many people in both cities. No, it's great. We love coming back. And it's a perfect place to have a home for, you know, this franchise, which has grown and grown. I mean, from where we started, from downtown in the Iron Building. What's it called? The shape of the iron?
Flatiron.
Flatiron, thank you. Then that's the basis of the exterior. Then we got this bank, which we are actually in tonight, which is the interior of the hotel. You know, so the hotel has got bigger over the years, which is kind of nice. You know, well, yeah, because it's a space. You know, I mean, the designer did phenomenal work in making this extraordinary sort of interior of the hallway and the lobby of the hotel. And we used it in other few locations to indicate other things, but this is the main building where we filmed everything. And they'll have a good time. Yeah. It's an old bank, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's an old bank. Yeah. Gorgeous. Well, you've done it tonight, you see. Stained glass windows, fabulous. Would he have a pet? No, he doesn't have any pets. He travels too much. He'd have a tortoise. Tortoise, so he could leave it alone. It'd take an hour to get to him. Or when he kicked it would take 20 years to come back in. So what do you... A bigger, better version of 1 and 2, I think, but following the same line. Good story, fantastic action, and all the favorites are back with a few new ones, like Asia Kate Dillon, Angelica. Who's Hallie? I nearly forgot Hallie. Excuse me, sorry, darling. Yeah, she's fabulous.
Because New York City is just a stunning location. You know, there are so many different places to shoot. It's such a treat to be able to take audiences inside the world of New York City, inside the world of John Wick. And, you know, living and working in New York City is such a dream, and I've gotten to do both, not only for Billions, but for John Wick, and so I'm just so grateful, really.
Tomorrow to check it out.
It's amazing to be here in the very location we shot, having the red carpet for the premiere. I mean, it's decked out. It looks incredible in here. And to be back here, not as the adjudicator, but as myself, is particularly fun. And, you know, we had such an incredible time making this movie, and we hope the fans love it as much as we do. Oh my gosh, this film raises the bar at every level. The action sequences are stunning. This film goes to more locations, not only around the world, but you get deeper insight into the mythology and the philosophy behind John Wick, which I think, you know, we just uncover more and more layers in this film, and so I think for fans that's going to be really exciting.
I think cultural diversity, gender diversity, incredible architecture, you know, and there are lots of people, you know, you can, the ins and outs, the me's, it's just, I mean, all the stories, it's all here. I'm thrilled. You know, obviously we shot a lot in this location, and especially for the hardcore fans, I'm hoping it'll be really nice for them to be in the Continental on wholly, you know, neutral ground with the characters. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for me to be with them. It was so easy to play because I was a fan of John Wick before I was even in John Wick 3, and Mark, you know, I'm a fan of Keanu Reeves. So to see that it's on the page that Zero has this admiration and respect for John Wick, I'm thinking, oh, that's fantastic, because I can just like kind of let it out and be me. John Wick 3 has raised the bar even higher in terms of action. We've gone deeper into the story and the culture and the mythology of the Assassin's Guild, of the High Table. John is even more tired and you know, physically gone through even more, and yet he has to struggle and fight. There is cultural diversity, gender diversity, martial art diversity. It's everything you hope for more?
Because it's Gotham, and it's got extraordinary stature, and the shadows are long in New York, and it's very attractive at night, and it has interesting lighting, and it's kind of a profoundly strong city, I think. Very built on bedrock, you know, it has all of these elements, masculine elements. Yeah. I think she'd probably have a little chihuahua under the table or something. Dr. No had that big furry white cat, so I'd like to choose a kitty because I like cats a lot, but probably a little nasty little dog. A lot of excitement, a lot of, you know, extravagant, beautiful stunt work, some really good laughs. It's funny, and you know, they get to watch their favorite action hero.
Great. Guys, and want to see the perfect backdrop for the work world. Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is gritty and sophisticated, because that's those are two words that come to my mind when I think of the first film, and that's what I think of when I think of John Wick, and that's definitely New York City. How does the space look tonight in that Continental Hotel? It looks fabulous. But then again, I mean, I am the concierge, so that's how I keep it. And yes, I'm very excited for the fans to see this film. I think they're gonna love it. I mean, he's so busy taking care of, Jordan's so busy taking care of John's dog, I don't think, you know, he wants an animal that's gonna come into conflict with that. But I think one of the things that Jordan likes to do is he loves to listen to classical music. They're going to find out more about the world of the Continental. They're going to find more about the High Table, which is the ruling body of the International Guild of Assassins. And they're going to find out more about the New York Continental specifically, and they may even find out more about me.
Well, I think it's the perfect place to premiere it, just because so much of this city is featured in all of the movies. Like, you're watching, at this point, John Wick has traversed most all of the city, both like on the streets and underneath. So like, what better place to have it? Well, he does have a talking parrot that we shot a lot of stuff in the movie, but I don't think it's made it into the final cut. But he's got a parrot that says a lot of off-color things. Audiences, especially if you've seen any of the movies before this, like everybody's going to have their mind blown by this movie. If you've seen the movies, it's going to blow your mind. If you haven't, it's going to double blow your mind. Like the stuff, everything in this. Everything you've gotten accustomed to in the John Wick movies is like just pushed to the next level in this one. It's amazing. You know, it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. A lot of people are insisting that the spin-off movie is going to be the TikTok Man movie. I can't talk about it. You know, can't talk about it. But you know, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of chatter online about it.
New York has so much ingrained history and just so much. There's a grit there that's also a little nostalgic too. So it's just like, also it's the backdrop of every possible superhero thing you could think of, and I think like John Wick is, you know, the newest superhero in so many ways. Like I think it's just a phenomenon, the way Batman, the way Superman, the way all of them are, you know, it's just, yeah, I think it's a perfect place for it. It's amazing being in spaces like this because, again, it's just like, this is classic New York, and if you want to shoot something as visually exciting and thrilling and also just visceral, you need to shoot it in a real place like this. If my character had a pet, what would it be? Let's see, I mean, my character seems like a gritty guy. It would definitely be some kind of reptile. It would be like, yeah, like a lizard or something, yeah, that he would be into, yeah. He has a lot of piercings, so I feel like, yeah, like the reptile must be where he goes. Or that, or like a tarantula or something. With every installment of this franchise, it gets bigger and bigger and more global, and the story gets deeper. In this one, we go to Morocco. It's, you know, it's just it's totally change of scenery, but also still rooted in New York City for so much of it. Yeah, I think it's gonna blow everybody's minds.
New York City, Brooklyn, you know, all the surrounding areas. You know, we wanted a city that felt like it could potentially possess an underworld, and what better city than New York? We're really excited. You know, every movie we got bigger and bigger and bigger with what we could afford to use. Now we have Hanson Place here, which was a fantastic lobby, and now was one of our bigger set pieces in the third act of the film. So hopefully everybody get to see it after seeing the film, and I don't know, hopefully they'll enjoy it. Well, you get to meet Sophia, Halle Berry's character. You get to meet the director, Angelica Houston. You get to meet the adjudicator, Asia Kate Dillon, and you get to meet Mark Dacascos, Zero. I love them all, but I'm a big dog guy. So we had 5 Belgian Malinois. 2 are portrayed in the film, but there were 5 in total, and they're all incredibly lovable animals.
Well, in and of itself, New York has always been a character in John Wick from the ground up, and what better home and what a better place to actually unveil the 3rd one. We walked in, I didn't know it was going to be here, so to actually see what came to life, what we saw in the film, is just the little 12-year-old in me is giggling, so it's great. Oh, I'd take home John's dog. To be honest, what I love about them is they've got a little bit of humanity to them in the best way, the best part of a dog that has to offer, but more importantly, after all of the mayhem, when they see John, they just want to leap in his lap and lick his face. I mean, that's what I want.
I think it just has the perfect mix of like beauty and kind of edge, and I think that that's kind of what John Wick is about, you know, all the action sequences, and the reason why I'm a part of the film is because I choreographed all of the ballet sequences. So I think New York City is kind of the best backdrop for that type of movie. Chad does it. To me, as a dancer and a choreographer, the best thing is how he just choreographs the action sequences into the movie. They're so well integrated that it just kind of, you forget that you're watching a movie and it's just kind of like real life. So I think people will enjoy it.
Perfect backdrop for John Wick. I think New York is just so busy and bustling that you totally buy there could be a secret under society of assassins that nobody else really sees. You know, anything could be behind any door, and it's just a perfect location to kind of blend in. My favorite new character from the franchise is the TikTok man, played by Jason Mantzoukas, because I'm just a huge fan of comedy, and he's kind of one of my comedy heroes. So I think people are really going to be excited about that character.
Hey guys, here's today's Daily Fact. Now for John Wick 2, Keanu Reeves performed 90% of the film's fight scenes himself. Now to prepare for the role, he trained for 3 months in judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, marksmanship and driving. Oh, not bad. Now remember to click here below to subscribe for more great content, or on the side to watch more videos.